One day, James was waiting for Henry's train, but he was running late, and James was getting crosser every single minute. How long does it take for that big green guy to be on time? He needs to understand that I have to be on time. At last, Henry pulled in. What took you so long? Sorry, James, but some trucks had derailed ahead of my line, so I couldn't get through. Don't give me excuses, Henry. Next time, I bet you'll have to be locked up in your tunnel again. And James puffed away. Henry felt offended. That night, James was still complaining about Henry. You know, Henry, I think you should go back to your special coal because you can stop being late. This was the last straw for Henry. Well, you should go back to using wooden brakes, James, so you can stop being a big jerk. Well done, James. You've really upset Henry now. It's not his fault that he caused the delay. Whatever. Though he should learn to be more quicker in the future. The next day, Henry was still cross when he went to take the flying kipper. He was still angry when he met Donald and Douglas. Hello, Henry. How are you two? Oh, fine, except that engines like you are going to suggest something to me. Now go away from me. The Scottish twins were offended. They were only being nice to Henry. But they weren't the only ones that Henry was rude to. Later, Henry was shunting a coal truck. Tender engines don't shut. And why am I doing it? As he reached the siding, Duck was blocking his way with a flatbed with eggs. Move out of the way, Duck. I have a truck to shunt. Sorry, Henry, but the point on my path is jammed, so my truck is stuck. Oh, I don't have time for excuses. Get out of the way! And Henry forced his truck right into Duck's eggs. They went everywhere. Oh, nice job, Henry. Now I have to clean this mess up. Henry didn't feel bad how he was to his friends. He just wanted to let his temper out. Meanwhile, the engines were talking about Henry's behaviour. Someone is going to have to speak to him before he makes things worse. Pah! Horrid Henry just needs to get a grip. Then it's settled. James can speak to Henry. Aye, he's the reason why Henry is acting like this. Oh, come on! I didn't offer. No, but maybe for our sake, he would feel better if you said sorry. Okay, fine. And James went off to find Henry. Henry was at the shunting yards when James rolled in. Hey, Henry, buddy old pal. What do you want, rusty red scrap iron? Okay, that's just hurtful, but look, be cool, Henry. As I say to you is... Drop this act, Henry. You're only acting like this because you can't handle the truth. You what, mate? The truth on being a late engine, that's what. James had now gone too far, as Henry's face was turning red. Right, this is for being the world's loudmouth engine. Ow! Before long, Donald and Douglas brought Rocky to put the two engines back onto the rails. They had also brought the Fat Controller. You two have been nothing but trouble. Henry, you are not blamed for the delay yesterday, but taking your anger out is not right. And as for you, James, Edward has told me how rude you were to Henry. Keep this attitude up, and it's getting a different coat for 2 months. Understand? Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. The Fat Controller left, and Donald took the two engines to the steamworks in case of any repairs. The two engines returned home unharmed. That night, They made up their feud. I'm sorry for making you upset, Henry. If it weren't for me, you wouldn't have acted so rude to the other engines. It's okay, James. I'm sorry for forcing you into those buffers. Let's just both put this behind us. Friends? Friends. And with that, James and not so horrid Henry fell happily to sleep.